How's it going, everybody? So in today's video is something I wanted to start doing for a little bit now, and I'm hoping, I'm hoping that I'll be able to post these kinds of things every day. But I don't want to saturate you guys with all this. This is what this is just sketchbook stuff. But I wanted to do a little recording of this just to spice up some of the other videos that are going on there. But I wanted to especially highlight the whole reason to do something like this. And what this is just gesture drawing. And there's actually a lot more structure here than genuine gesture drawing. It is something that I want to improve on. So I figured, let's ramp it up in 2014. Let's do a whole bunch of these. And usually how I'll work, I'll include a link at the bottom of the video of where I go to get this kind of stuff here. These are each a minute sketches, and I'll do 5 of these. Usually to start my day, so when I'm at work, I'll hammer 5 of these out. And then towards the end of my day, or after work when I'm about to start comic work, I'll do 5 of these. Literally 5 minutes. You'd be surprised how fast that kind of time flies, and it warms you up. It gets you your eye and hand coordination, connected and all that good stuff. But what it's hopefully doing is it's teaching you not necessarily just to work quick, but how to be more efficient with where you place your lines. And you'll see right away, like in this pose here, it's not as tight or as clear as the other ones, and it's more of a dynamic pose. I'm going to try using a different brush other than the pencil here. That way I'm less hacky with it. I'm less like petting the line that I tend to do with a pencil. Probably use like maybe a straight marker, something dead that's got no life to it, and try to get line quality out of it that way. But like I said, I recommend doing this if you're not doing it already, where you do some gesture drawing. Now, gesture drawings I used to do at the beginning. If you look at like the beginning of this even channel, this is the stuff I was doing, was this stuff, but it was 30-second gestures, and I would do it for about 5 minutes. So that's like 10 poses that you're able to hammer out. And what it does, once again, I just want to beat that dead horse that you're learning gesture, but over time, at least in my experience anyway, you'll learn to add structure to that gesture. So when you do one of these poses for like 5 minutes or something like that, that's when you should focus on, the actual dimensions and things like that of the anatomy. But what's beautiful is as you start to mix that stuff and as you get more mileage as an artist, the gesture stage quickly becomes a lot of structure, and unless you're actually going in there and trying to find the rhythm and the flow, as people like to call it, with flowing lines to get that line of action, some people call it. Unless you're going for that, that is something else. But what you'll start to find out here is that it translates really well to just structure with gesture. And I know it's a lot of terminology to throw at you if you're not too familiar with it, but personally, for comic book work and illustration work, this is perfect because I'm able to, kind of nail down 2 birds with 1 stone. And what you're able to do is actually build up on shapes a little bit better, I find myself. And one other thing I didn't notice because I've just been rambling, and this is a shorter video, but what I'm planning on doing, and what I've been doing for about 2 weeks now, is doing 5 minutes of the 1-minute gestures that you saw at the beginning, and those are done through the website that you can check out. I forget the name of it, so I apologize. But it is real people, real models, and dynamic poses, and that's good. That's real. You can see it. You can see how muscles and the figure moves around in space. That's great. However, the next 5 that I do, or whatever I can fit in within 5 minutes, is kind of, as you can see, I'm spending a lot more time on this one because it's a little bit more not only complicated of an angle, but it has more structure to it, some more solidity to it. But I'll pick an artist that I like from comic books, Disney, movies, Pixar, whatever. In this case, I'm looking at Ryan Oatley's work on Invincible. I just quickly do a Google search and just pick 5 images. Try not to spend too much time finding them because I find if you do that, you start to cherry pick and you start to go, I want to do this one and that one, as opposed to pushing yourself and doing complicated things. And so yeah, granted, what I'm drawing right now is a face, which isn't necessarily complicated, but it is okay to throw in the things that you do like, right? And this is one great way that I've found to improve your style, to actually get a little bit more study in a smaller, compacted time. This shouldn't replace proper study, like these faces and things. I've drawn a lot of heads in my day, anyway, over the years that I've been drawing, and I continue to sketch them when I can. And if I get a moment, I'll do that. But that goes across the board for everything. If it's anatomy, if it's perspective, if you can find a moment to do it, do it. But in a case like this isn't necessarily meant to just be gesture. This is starting to get into a little bit more of a learning the style sort of thing. So be a little careful. Inevitably just do what you want when you're drawing. Just draw. That's the whole point. And these exercises here, they help break the rust, help get you flowing, right? You know, get your mind prepared and get your mind set to actually work. Because this does take a lot of time. And sometimes it's hard just sitting down to work. So hopefully this will help you out. So look forward to some more videos of these throughout the week. Hopefully forever. We'll see how it goes. But keep reading comics. Keep making comics. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.